supposed to talk about.
Did you watch Jason West in Oceanside?
Of course. It was actually quite enjoyable to spectate one of these things, especially a race that I actually had intended to be at. Fascinating to watch. Not really anything I didn't expect. I mean, the game is... The reality is, you want to win. You want to win against the top tier talent. You come off with Leo, and you run a 107. That's the game now. I mean, that is the game. And so, you know, I think if Gustav and Christian were there, they certainly would have come off the bike with the leaders, and they would have done what it took to win. And I believe they're both capable of a 107 in an Oceanside type course. So that's what it takes to win. Jason West is at the same level as those guys, particularly on the run. And yeah, so you saw what it looked like when they put all three together. And Leo put all three together the best.
Last year you ran a 107 on that course.
No, I ran a 108. 108.29, which still to this day I think about that and I'm like, I don't know if I actually did run a 108, but hey, the tracker must be right? If it said it in the tracker, then it must have happened. So yeah, you're right, I did. I ran a 108. That's 315 per kilometer. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I can run 315s generally in practice, not too bad. Running it off the bike, I mean, that's a bit of a different story. I did do a prep session, I remember, where I ran the 10K off the bike in like 32:20 or something like that. So it's not like it was like totally out of this world. It's just hard for me to wrap my head around that I actually did it. But yeah, so I do have one under my belt. That course record has now been taken down by another minute. And the writing is so clearly on the wall, I don't really know what to tell you. You win on the run, you lose in the swim. I know that. You can lose on the bike too, but you win on the run. So yeah, I'd say the days, if you don't have that kind of, if you don't believe you can run, if you don't have that top end run pedigree, yeah, you're not going to win. Unfortunately, that's it. That's put a period on it.
You bring someone into town?
Yeah, I brought Trevor Foley into town. He's a really good runner. I mean, you have to remember, it's all specificity is important in the game now, big time. Jan has been the best at, I believe, that of anyone. He's a triathlete. He's not a runner. He's a triathlete. He trains like a triathlete, and that means that you train all three to be the best that it can be. And so if all you do is focus on your run, I mean, that's not good either. You focus on your run, you're not a great swimmer, and you get your run into good form, it don't really matter, right? If you lose time, huge time in the swim, and then you lose big time on the bike, or they're harder, let's say you don't lose time, but they're extremely difficult for you, you're not going to run well. So this is a holistic game now. And the reality is it favors well-rounded athletes. The door is closing now on the non-well-rounded athlete. That's coming to an end. When I think about who's actually, I'm currently ranked, I don't know, 5th or something in the PTO rankings. That's not accurate. That's not an accurate ranking. So it's going to change, and it will change. Now they've kind of revamped the ranking system. If you take into consideration all of the men focusing on triathlon in the world right now, I am not number 5 in the world. That's a fact. There are so many good, well-rounded dudes. I'd be surprised if I made the top 20, quite honestly. I mean, the writing's on the wall. If you don't start to get A, more efficient, and B, better in the swim, the career is done. You will not do A races. You will do Bs. And quite frankly, I'd say Oceanside, like, I mean, you missed it. You missed a lot of the top guys there. So it would have to be kind of considered a B race. I mean, you might not even be able to win a B race anymore. You might be relinquished to the C's. And so I'm not ready to do that yet. So yeah, my last run here at the Path We actually made a video about it, didn't post it because it went so bad, and you said that people are gonna think it's like too negative. But hey, that's how it goes sometimes. I was really sick. I was having maybe lifetime worst run performance, and that's how it goes sometimes. Unfortunately, you get sick, you had to take a few steps back. It's all good. Now I'm back. I'm not going to push my body too far. I'm still coughing a bit. I have faith, though, that I've had good runs in the past. Literally 1 year ago today-ish, I ran a 108.30. It's not good enough to win a 108.30. It's not good enough to win, I don't think, anymore against top-tier talent, but I mean, I have the pedigree. I have the capacity to do it off hard biking. But the swim is still the big piece. It doesn't matter. You can have the absolute... And I think I have had the best bike run combo at times. I don't know about anymore, but at times. And it didn't matter. I don't have a world title. So I lost too much in the swim. It didn't matter. So fix the swim. I mean, it's now or never. Yeah. It's like 60%.
I'm the
60%.
I'm the mystery pro telling you you're washed. Did you see that?
No.
Wait, you didn't show him the mystery pro?
Is he really the mystery pro?
No, I'm not.
Really?
Did you see the post about it?
No.
Yeah, dude. Someone was the mystery pro on the PTO and said you're washed. You're a YouTuber. And then Lionel Sanders commented on it and said, "Hey, thanks. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, link in bio." And everyone was liking it.
Did they say I'm washed up?
Yeah.
Mystery pro?
Yeah.
Mystery pro.
They said you had a great run, but the game's evolved too much. You'll never win a world title.
I mean, that could very well be true. That could be true. Absolutely. Is that how I'm wired? You think I'm wired like that, though?
I don't know.
Fucking think I'm fucking wired like that. Fuck you, buddy. Go fuck yourself, you piece of. I'll prove it to you, mystery pro.
We apologize for that. We're having some technical difficulties with...
Today is just a pretty standard, pretty specific. Got a bit of biking, bit of swimming in the body, and just something to work. Hopefully slowly push up that threshold speed up. So it's 6x2K. And then just to get the recruitment pattern a little different at the end, we'll do 5 400s a bit quicker. But that's about it. Just straight. I don't even know if it'll be threshold. I'm not gonna push it too far today. First time trying to actually do some running. So we'll see. Got my power pod on though, and we're gonna need it today because it's downhill, uphill, and headwind. So the times will be irrelevant. Like they'll be so all over the place. .31, 366 watts. 2 minutes? Okay. Ish. 2 minutes is 1/3. A little under 1/3. That's good. 30%. This is going to be like really hard to hit the power on the down. Really easy to hit that same power on the up. So what do you do? What do you do? What do you target?
You target the power, not the pace.
I mean, you should use it a little bit, right? But not within reason, though, is for sure, right? If you're going up a hill and you're really slow down, you're just giving away time, right? Everyone's going to speed up a little bit, power-wise, right? In biking. going up. So we're moving now. We're starting to move. Well, I am starting to move. Those guys are dropping me on down. Hopefully that's still under 2 would be nice. Build efficiency in that ballpark.
Is that why do you run with power? Do you use it similar to you use it on the bike?
1.8. Precisely. Yep, precisely the same. All the same things in running and biking. Downhills, hard to push power, right? Uphills, easy to push power. So I'm seeing about 10 watts difference. And that's, I mean, I could probably push more or run, hit it harder, but in trying to keep the metabolic load or the whole load about the same. So that is the beauty of the power in running. It's hard to get a sense of that because it's so much easier to run uphill at a particular output. But you could pretty easily, not so much on a 1% grade, but you know, on a 4% grade, you could do like a very different workout on the up than the down, right?
Trying to push the same pace.
Trying to push the same relative effort, right? Well, shall we? New metal sink. That's how I used to train. I used to be like, okay, 320s. I want you to run 1,000,000 320s. So that running 320s is like clockwork. No taxation whatsoever. And then you'll be able to do it off the bike. That's how I used to train. Then I get all this shit in my brain, like zones and blah, blah, blah. Then I started trying to get fancy, get cute. I mean, it's not that complicated. What's the demands of the race? What do the demands ask of you? Train to meet the demands that are being asked of you. That's it. There's nothing else. That's the game.
You were getting dropped there at the end of the little bit. Is that because you were staying on the power you wanted to?
I got dropped to 100%. It's all good. It's all good. Trevor's blowing off steam. He can do anything he wants. It's all good. You got to blow off steam. This is our outlet right here. Watch out, Trevor's up and comer. He'll come, he'll get it. Just don't be stupid. Guy's 23 years old. He's pissed off. He got 9th at Oceanside or something. He's pissed off. Yeah. Got all veterans in front of him. Got the ITU world champ in front of him. All these veteran racers in front of him, and he's pissed off about it. Hey. That's what it takes, though. That's what it takes. You got to be mad about it. You should be mad about it. Just don't get a stress fracture. That's all. Sick of being mediocre. It's all right. It's all right. That's why you're here, buddy. That's the attitude. Yeah. That's the attitude we like.
Last one.
Where is the start point? Does anyone know? Okay. I'm definitely buying some of those.
surge out there.
2.8.
Do a little surge out there just to make sure it's still there a little bit. What do you think?
That's solid. 2.8.
That was 625 on the up. So
3.1.
your guess?
2.8.
2.8.
What do you got?
2.1 is my guess. 2.3. We were right in the middle.
Nice. Wow, you're in a bit better shape than I thought you were from being
Yeah,
sick.
go f yourself, pal. Holy. Last week we were literally like looking for different guys to film on YouTube.
I
Holy
know.
cow.
That's why I went to Oceanside.
My
I was saying who,
goodness.
if Ben, Jason
Scoping
West.
out.
All right, now some 400s.
Yeah, just a little pickup on the 400.
What does this do? Tune the engine or what?
I think it's more of a technique thing with a bit of fatigue. I'm not even really thinking of it as a metabolic or anything training other than a bit of a technique thing when you're already 12K in.
There's like boxes in the garage.
Dude, I keep unwrapping all the prototypes. You! Get it!
Where's the mark? Where's the mark?
You missed it, pass it.
Well,
I'm just gonna put on my other shoes.
how was the workout?
Oh, Bert, you were here last time. Fucking glorious. Absolute glorious.
So good to be back.
It feels good to. I love exercise. I love pushing myself. I like being healthy too. Who would have thunk it? And yeah, man, it sucks. It sucks when you're fucking sick, man. Holy cow. That's the most respectful I've ever been to my body. And yet it still took a month. A month! And I'm still coughing. But I didn't end up taking them antibiotics, so I don't know if that's good or bad. Maybe I have like a chronic infection or something, but
Well, I took them on more ride.
you took them, you're all right. So, yeah, it was good, man. It's good. You know what? That mystery pro can say whatever they want about me. You know what I mean? I don't care. You know what?
You
Maybe
want me to read what they said?
No, I don't. I don't care. I deleted social media, all of it. I have nothing. Truly nothing. No connection to the world. I have a connection. I have a connection to the people in my immediate environment, and that's it. Just like the olden days. And it's a liberating feeling. But anyway, the mystery pro can say what they want about me. You know what? Hey, they might be right. I might not. One guy gets to win the world title every year. My entire life, there's been. Well, Kona is only how many years old? I mean, there's only been 40 people to ever win. How many people have tried to win? Like, who fucking cares? Like, it's about pushing yourself and finding out what your limit is. And if it turns out that your limit, if my limit's already been met, and it was second in Kona in 2017, that's good, man. Great. No problem. Don't care.
St. George not count?
I forgot about that one. That didn't happen, right? That really didn't even happen.
No.
Nobody fucking cares about that. Christian Blumenfeld won the world title? No, he didn't. Gustav did. What do you mean? Yeah, whatever. Like, you got to have the right perspective too. Don't get me wrong. I'm not being soft. I'm not saying like it has nothing to do with that. It's like one guy gets to win. So it's like if that's your self-worth and crap is all, you know, maybe they're right, but maybe they're fucking wrong, and we're gonna fucking find out, aren't we? We're gonna fucking find out. Fuck you. Go fuck yourself.
What an end to a video.
You want to add to this? What do you got to add to this? Come on, tell us what you really think.
Part 2. Here it is.
How happy are you with your Oceanside performance?
Disgusted. I feel like a complete bag of shit.
Look at this guy. That's the right attitude right there, buddy. That's the one we're cultivating.